Hi my friends! Hi! Welcome to our channel English with Alexander. So it's a great course, 130 phrasal verbs in English grammar with examples and explanations, level 2. Okay, so lots of, English grammar explanations, not only examples. Yeah, it's also very important, as you see. Level 2. Okay, my friends, so if we look at the first level, yeah, we've covered 70 phrasal verbs. Great. Yeah, it was a great job. Yeah, thanks a lot for your support. And let's continue. So the next part. Yeah, the next phrasal verb is take up. Take up. So what does it mean, take up? Start. It's usually about a hobby. Look, I took up tennis. I took up tennis. It means I started playing tennis. I started playing tennis. We usually say start doing something. Okay, and I have a question for you. So, will it be correct to say I took up to play tennis? So, is it correct? Is it correct? Or maybe incorrect? Okay, my friend, you need to know one very important grammar rule. Okay, if you have a verb, after a preposition, not to, yeah, so not to, so any preposition but not to, you need to use verb plus ing. You need to use verb plus ing. It's very, very important. Okay, look. So, if you have a verb after a preposition, yeah? So, the structure is, you have a verb, yeah, if we're talking about phrasal verb, plus preposition, so it's plus verb plus ing, or, for example, verb plus of, up, on, plus verb plus ing. No to, no, it's a very big mistake. So the correct way of saying it will be I took up playing tennis. I took up playing tennis. Okay? So if you look at this structure, you see verb plus preposition, yeah, plus preposition not to, plus verb plus ing. Okay, so remember, you can say, for example, I'll go on doing it. I'll go on doing it. Or let's put off talking about it. Let's put off talking about it. Let's put off talking about it. So you see, go on or continue, the same thing. So if you have a preposition and a verb, you need ing with the phrasal verb. With the phrasal verb, you need ing. So put off means let's put it off. Let's put off talking about it. So let's talk about it later. Yeah, we talked about it in the first part. Okay, remember the structure, my friends. So take up, you see. Good. Start hobby. I took up tennis. I started playing tennis. Correct or incorrect? This one is incorrect. We need to say I took up playing tennis. Rule. If you have a verb after a preposition, not to, you need to use verb plus ing. Structure, yeah? Structure, yeah. It's about a phrasal verb, yeah? Because we are studying them. So verb plus preposition plus verb plus ing. Verb plus, for example, off, up, on, plus verb plus ing. And you see some more examples here, okay? Like, I'll go on doing it. Let's put off talking about it. It's a very important thing. You know, students sometimes know hundreds of phrasal verbs, but they don't know when they need to use ing. So we know it, and that's great. So the next phrasal verb, which is very common, run out. It means finish. Let me give you some examples. So, time finished. Time finished. Or my money finished. My money finished. My money finished. Or we can say not time finished or our time finished. Our time finished. Okay, try to say it using this phrasal verb, run out. Really, how will you say it? You'll say we, remember the structure, we ran out, yeah, we say ran out of, we ran out of time. My money, my, you say I ran out of money. It means my money finished. You start with I, we. So the idea is that you start with a personal pronoun. You start with a personal pronoun here, with a personal pronoun, or with a subject, with a personal pronoun. It's very important. And you need to know one more very important thing, yeah? You know that we are talking about English grammar. If you don't want to make mistakes, you also need to know that we use present perfect. So we mostly use, or we use present perfect. We use present perfect with this phrasal verb. Very often. Okay, I'll give you an example of this structure. Not I have. You know that in spoken English we say I've run out of money. I've run out of money. Or we've run out of time. We've run out of time. Okay, so very often, but of course you can use it in past simple and present continuous. For example, okay, we need to hurry up. We have no time. Yeah, we need to do it faster. You know, so many phrasal verbs. Yeah, really. And we can say we're running out of time. So we're running out of time. Yeah. So when you have no time, yeah, and you see that, okay, we need to know so many phrasal verbs, maybe in 2 hours or in 3 hours, and we can't spend so much time on one phrasal verb, and we can say we are running out of time. We need to hurry up. Okay, my friends, very good. So, as a result, yeah, I'll go on doing it. let's put off talking about it. Run out of. Start with a personal pronoun, subject. Our time finished. We ran out of time. My money finished. I ran out of money. We use present perfect with this phrasal verb very often. I've run out of money. We've run out of time. We're running out of time. It's also possible. Okay, next. So the next phrasal verb is let down. Let down. Let down. So when someone does a bad thing to you. When someone does a bad thing to you, although you didn't expect it, although you didn't expect it. Just imagine it. My best friend let me down. Just imagine it. Just imagine it. My best friend let me down. It means that, yeah, really, he's my best friend and he let me down. So I hope you remember that we say let. Okay? He did a bad thing to me. Let me down. Okay, next. Call off. Call off or cancel. I'm afraid I need to call off the meeting. I'm afraid we need to call off the meeting. Yeah, to call off the meeting, to call off the lesson, and so on. We say call off the. Okay, I hope you remember. Yeah, call off the meeting, call off the lesson. Yeah, but you can say, for example, I'd like to call off our meeting. So I'd like to call off our lesson and so on. Okay? So what does it mean? What does it mean? Call off, thank you. Double F. So if you have a pronoun, no, the. But if you don't have a pronoun the, remember these expressions, call off the meeting, call off the lesson. Okay, good, very good. So think over. Think over. Think about it more. Think about it more. Or think about it more thoroughly. Look, I can't tell you this thing right now. I need to think it over. I can't tell you this thing right now. Yeah, I can't tell you this thing right now. I need to think it over. I need to think it over. Okay, so you see, let down. When someone does a bad thing to you, although you didn't expect it. Just imagine it. My best friend let me down. Let. Call off. Cancel. I'm afraid we need to call off the meeting. I'm afraid we need to call off the lesson. I'd like to call off our meeting. I'd like to call off our lesson. Think over. Think about it more thoroughly. I can't tell you this thing right now. I need to think it over. Remember, think it over. We put it in the middle. Alright. Next. Try on. Try on. So you try on clothes before buying them. You usually you usually try on clothes before buying them. Okay. Can I try on these shoes? Can I try on these shoes? Can I try on this dress? Can I try on this dress? Can I try it on? Can I try it on? Good. Look out, or also watch out. It means be careful, be careful, be careful. Look out. There is a car coming. Look out. There is a car coming. It means it's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous. There is a car coming. Or watch out. Watch out. The bus is moving closer. The bus is moving closer. It can hit you. You see, it's a very dangerous situation. Watch out, the bus is moving closer. It can hit you. Next, figure out. It means understand. I can't figure out how to do it. I can't figure out how to do it. Or I can't figure out how it works. I can't figure out. I can't figure out how it works. I can't understand it. Try on. You usually try on clothes before buying them. Can I try on these shoes? Can I try on this dress? Can I try it on? Look out. Watch out. Be careful. Look out. There is a car coming. Watch out. The bus is moving closer. It can hit you. Figure out. Understand. I can't figure out how to do it. I can't figure out how it works. Next. Look up to. Yeah, we talked about look up. Let's talk about look up to. It means respect, admire. Admire. I really look up to this person. I really look up to this person. She helps so many people. She helps so many people. Yeah, she helps so many people. Or I really admire this person. Look up to. The opposite phrasal verb is look down. Look down on. Disrespect. Disrespect. You think that you are much better. You think that you are much better. Much better. Our boss looks down on ordinary workers. Our boss looks down on ordinary workers. So he thinks that he is much better, looks down on ordinary workers. Point out. Point out or notice. I'd like to point out that this way of learning English is very effective. I'd like to point out that this way of learning English is very effective. Remember this structure. I'd like to point out, I want to point out, or I'd like to point out. Look up to, respect, admire. I really look up to this person. She helps so many people. Look down on, disrespect. You think that you are much better. Our boss looks down on ordinary workers. Point out. Notice. I'd like to point out that this way of learning English is very effective. Work out. Do physical exercises. Do physical exercises. I often work out, but I prefer to go to the gym. Or you can say, I often work out at home. I often work out at home, but I prefer to go to the gym. It means I often do physical exercises at home, but I prefer to go to the gym. Next, turn out. Turn out. And remember this expression, turn out to be. Look, he turned out to be right. He turned out to be right. It means that. So he was right. Turn out. So we discover something. We discover he turned out to be right. So we discovered later that he was right. So we discovered something. Yeah, we understand it. He turned out to be right. Or maybe he turned out to be wrong. Yeah, remember, turned out to be. So it's about grammar. Okay, pick up. Pick up, collect, or take. I'll pick you up after school. I'll pick you up after school. I'll pick you up after school. Means I'll collect you, I'll take you after school. So, yeah. Then we'll drive home. Then we'll drive home. So you see, pick up, collect someone, usually with a car, then we'll drive home. Yeah, but you know, pick up can have another meaning. So it's about love. It's about love. It's just another meaning. So he picked her up. He picked her up in a bar. In a bar. He picked her up in a bar. Yeah, so she became her friend. Or he became her friend. He became her friend and he wanted more. And he wanted more. So when people want not only friendship but love, pick up. He picked her up in a bar. He became her friend and he wanted more. Alright, so you see, work out. Do physical exercises. I often work out at home, but I prefer to go to the gym. Turn out to be. We discover something. He turned out to be right. He turned out to be wrong. Pick up, collect, take. I'll pick you up after school. Then we'll drive home. Pick up, It's about love. He picked her up in a bar. He became her friend and he wanted more. Okay, so work out, it can also have one more meaning. Yeah, it can mean understand, like figure out, I can't work him out. I can't work him out. Or I can't work you out. I can't work you out. I can't understand you. Or I can't work it out. I can't understand it. I can't work him out. I can't understand him, and so on. It's like figure out. Okay, so very good, my friends. Next, make up. Make up. Invent. Invent or create. Don't believe him. He made up this story. Don't believe him. He made up. He made up this story. Or please make up your own sentences with these phrasal verbs. Please make up your own sentences with these phrasal verbs. Make up, create. Yeah? Create your own sentences. Make up. Make up your own sentences with these phrasal verbs. And also remember this phrase, make up my mind. Make up my mind, or make up someone's mind. It means decide. I made up my mind to go abroad. I made up my mind to go abroad. She made up her mind to follow my advice. She made up her mind to follow my advice. You see, make someone's mind, to decide. Okay, bring back. Bring back. When you remember something. When you remember something. Remember. When something reminds you of something. When something reminds you of something. This picture brings back very happy memories. This picture brings back very happy memories. So you remember very positive things. Yeah. So this picture reminds you of very happy things. Brings back. Okay. So make up, invent, create. Don't believe him. He made up this story. Please make up your own sentences with these phrasal verbs. Good. Make up someone's mind. Decide. I made up my mind to go abroad. She made up her mind to follow my advice. Bring back. Remember. When something reminds you of something. This picture brings back very happy memories. Okay. Next. Close down. Close down. So close a business completely. Close a business completely. Or a business, maybe a shop, a business, a shop, or something like that. He closed down his local shop. He closed down his local shop. Closed down completely. If you say closed, it means that it will open. But closed down, no, it won't open. Closed down. Or he made up his mind to close down his business. He made up his mind, or he decided to close down his business. Next. So what's next? Move on to. Move on to. We use it when we want to discuss another thing. When we want to discuss another thing. Look, remember this phrase. Let's move on to the next topic. Let's move on to the next topic. Or let's move on to the next slide. Or let's move on to the next subject. Okay? Good. So let's discuss. So the next subject. So move in. When you move to a new place. When you move to a new place. When will you move in? When will you move in? When you see, when will you move to a new place? Move in, or you can hear move into, but we say move into something. So we moved into a new house. We moved into a new house. Okay, if you have something, you say into something, move into something. If you don't have something, you just say move in. Okay, you see, close down. Close a business shop completely. He closed down his local shop. He made up his mind to close down his business. Move on to. When we want to discuss another thing. Let's move on to the next topic. Slide subject. Move in. Move to a new place. When will you move in? Move into something. We moved into a new house. Put out. Put out. To make it stop burning. To make it stop burning. Put out the fire. Put out the fire. So you want to make it stop burning and you say put out the fire. Good. So catch up with, and also keep up with. So do something to have the same level after you missed some things. Do something to have the same level as others after missing something. Okay. I was ill, but I'll try to catch up with my classmates. I was ill, but I'll try to catch up with my classmates. Or you can say that I started learning English just a year ago, but I'll try to keep up with more advanced students. I started learning English just a year ago, but I'll try to keep up with more advanced students. Okay, I'll try to reach their level. I'll try to have the same level. Put out to make it stop burning. Put out the fire. Catch up with or keep up with. Do something to have the same level as others after missing something. I was ill, but I'll try to catch up with my classmates. I started learning English just a year ago, but I'll try to keep up with more advanced students. Fall behind. Fall behind. Or also lag behind. Lag behind. If we miss too many English lessons, we can fall behind very easily. If we miss too many English lessons, we can fall behind. We can fall behind very easily. So fall behind, it means the opposite thing. So catch up and keep up with. So you do something to have the same level, and fall behind or lag behind. So when you miss something, and you're behind the others, and you're behind the others. Okay? So lag behind. So sometimes we see lag behind and fall behind, mostly fall behind. Yeah? He thinks he can lag behind. He thinks he can lag behind without taking additional lessons. Without taking additional lessons, or maybe additional private lessons. And you remember our rule, yeah? So if it's a preposition not to and there is a verb, you put ing. You see, he thinks he can lag behind without taking additional private lessons. Good, very good. So keep up. Keep up means continue. Continue. Remember this expression, keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. For example, you really like these lessons and you can just say, okay, keep up the good word. Or just keep it up. Keep it up. Continue it. Continue it. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Alright? So, next. Get over. Get over. It means recover. Recover. So, he got over a very serious illness. He got over a very serious illness. He recovered from something, recover from, or simply recover. So he got over a very serious illness. He recovered from a very serious illness. That's the main meaning. Or it can also mean another thing. Yeah, I'll also tell you what it means. Okay, let me give you another idea. I'll get over this difficulty. I'll get over this difficulty. it means yes, it's a big difficulty, but everything will be okay. I'll get over this difficulty. Yeah, it means everything will be okay, although it's difficult. Yeah, remember, get over a difficulty. Remember this expression. Okay, good. So fall behind and lag behind. Good, and thank you. I also see that we need to correct the numbers. Yeah, thank you. And if you discover something, just let me know, and you can write it in the comments below. And my friends, you can also make up your own examples with these phrasal verbs. It would be absolutely fantastic. Really, of course, we have practice, but if you write something, it will be a very intensive English speaking practice. So, next, when you miss something and you're behind the others. If we miss too many English lessons, we can fall behind very easily. He thinks he can lag behind without taking additional private lessons. Keep up. Continue. Keep up the good work. Keep it up. Get over or recover. He got over a very serious illness. I'll get over this difficulty. So what's next? Fill in and also fill out. So we meet fill in or fill out a form or a document, but in fact we usually see it with the. Look, fill out or fill in the form. Fill in the form. It means write the information in this form. Write the information, or write all the necessary information. Write all the necessary information in this form. Fill in the form. Fill in the form. Or sometimes you can meet fill out, but more rarely fill out the form. Fill in the form. All right. So next, drop in on. Visit someone for a short time. Visit someone for a short time. I'll drop in on you in an hour. I'll drop in on you in an hour. I'll visit you in an hour. I'll visit you shortly in an hour. Or can I drop in on you? Can I drop in on you? Can I drop in on you? Good. Fill in. Write all the necessary information in this form. Fill out the form, the document. Fill in the form. Or fill out the form. Drop in on. Visit someone for a short time. I'll drop in on you in an hour. Can I drop in on you? So what's next? Call in. So actually it's the same as drop in. So you can say drop in on or call in on. Visit someone shortly. Visit someone shortly. Okay. So I'll call in on you in the evening. I'll call in on you in the evening. I'll call in on you in the evening. So eat out. Eat out. Eat not at home. Eat not at home. In a public place. In a public place. The opposite phrasal verb is eat in. Eat in. Eat at home. Eat at home. Which do you prefer? Eaten in or eaten out? Which do you prefer? Eaten in or eaten out? Eaten in, eaten at home, or eaten out, eaten in a public place? Or I can ask you, do you like eating out? Do you like eating out? Do you like eating in a cafe or a restaurant? Call in on, drop in on, visit someone shortly. I'll call in on you in the evening. Eat out, eat not at home in a public place. Eat in, eat at home. Which do you prefer? Eating in or eating out? Do you like eating out? Do you like eating out? Good, very good. Next, leave out. Leave out. Not include. Not include. My name was left out. Was wrong. My name was left out. Was wrong. Yeah, something is wrong and I can ask you what's wrong. So my name was left out or my name wasn't included. What's wrong? Yeah, you see, was left out. It wasn't included in the list. So next, cross out. Cross out. Cross out. When you mark someone as incorrect, when you mark someone as incorrect, you put a cross. You put a cross. So I crossed out. Yeah, I crossed out the wrong sentence. I crossed out the wrong sentence. So cross, it's this mark, cross. Or I put a cross. I crossed out the wrong sentence. You see, sort out. Sort out or solve. I'll sort out this problem pretty easily. I'll sort out this problem pretty easily. Pretty easily. So if you see pretty before an adverb, it means very easily, pretty easily or very easily. It's informal, but it often takes place. Okay, leave out, not include. My name was left out, was wrong. Cross out when you mark someone or something. Yeah, when you mark something or someone as incorrect, you put a cross. You put a cross. I think it's better to say something. Then you mark something is as incorrect. So it can be a person or a thing. Yeah, if it's about an answer, you put a cross. Okay, good. So I crossed out the wrong sentence. So I put a cross. Sort out or solve. I'll sort out this problem pretty easily. Good. So see off. See off. When you go with your girlfriend, yeah, till her house. When you go with them, your girlfriend, till your house. Till her house, yes. So let me give an example. It's dark. I'll see you off. Or it's very dark. I'll see you off. I'll go there. Yeah, with you. So, and we'll reach your house. So, because it's dark and something bad can happen to you, it's very dark, I'll see you off. So, it can be, when you go with your girlfriend till her house, or maybe before the train leaves, yeah, maybe it isn't about your girlfriend, so your parents, you can say that I'll see you off. I'll go there with you. I'll go there with you. I'll see you off. Next. Keep on. Keep on. Continue. It's like keep up. Correct or not correct? Of course not. You need to say keep on doing it or continue doing it. Keep on or go on doing it. Fall apart. Fall into pieces. This new toy fell apart. This new toy fell apart. The quality is so bad. The quality is so bad. Of course it's bad if it fell apart, if it fell into pieces. Good. See off when you go with your girlfriend till her house or before maybe the train leaves. So when you go with someone. Yeah. It's very dark. I'll see you off. Keep on. Continue. Keep on doing it. Fall apart. Fall into pieces. This new toy fell apart. The quality is so bad. Next. Take after. Take after means resemble or look similar. Look similar. If it's about appearance, look similar. She takes after her mother. She takes after her mother. They have a similar appearance. They have a similar. They have a similar appearance. She takes after her mother. Next. Look ahead. Look ahead. Or look into the future. Look into the future. Or analyze in the future. Analyze in the future. Okay, looking ahead. Looking ahead. It doesn't bring you big money, but maybe it will bring you big money later. Looking ahead, it doesn't bring you big money, but maybe it will bring you very big money, you can say maybe very big money later. So you need to analyze the situation, looking ahead. All right, my friends, very good. So take after, resemble, or look similar. Okay, my friends, and maybe you have some questions. So how should you work with this video? I suppose that you need to watch the whole video or all the video first. I just need to correct some numbers and I'll try to explain it to you what you need to do. Okay, thank you. So you can watch it, for the first time or for the second time. So if you don't understand some phrasal verbs, no problem. Just you can make pauses. Anyway, it's difficult because you can understand them, but the idea is that you need to start using them in your daily English practice, in your daily English conversations. And the best thing is, listening to this video again and again while doing other things, and it will be much easier for you to memorize everything. So it's difficult to start using maybe keep up, keep on, but if you hear it 100 times, you'll start using it almost automatically. That's my idea. Okay, next, my friends. So look into or investigate. Investigate. The police looked into the crime. The police looked into the crime. Or the police investigated the crime. So, take after. We talked about it. Resemble, look similar. She takes after her mother. They have a similar appearance. Look ahead, look into the future. Looking ahead, it doesn't bring you big money, but maybe it will bring you very big money later. Look into, investigate, look into something. The police looked into the crime. They wanted to analyze the crime, to investigate it. Good. Get around or get round. So it's see the place or the city. Let me give an example. I'm here for the first time. I'd like to get around the city. I'm here for the first time. I'd like to get around the city. I'd like to get around the city. I'd like to see the city. So you can use either get around or get round. So cheer up. Cheer up. Be optimistic. Be optimistic. Stop being depressed. Stop being depressed. Cheer up. Cheer up. You will win, but not now. You'll win, or but not now. You'll win, you'll have a chance. You have a chance. So don't get depressed. Don't get disappointed. Get around. Get around. See the place, see the city. I'm here for the first time. I'd like to get around the city. Cheer up. Be optimistic. Stop being depressed. Cheer up. You'll win. You'll have a chance. Good, very good. Do about. Do about means do something. Do something to change the situation. To change the situation. And I'm going to give you some very useful phrases. I can do nothing about it. I can do nothing about it. It means that I can't do anything to change it. I can do nothing about it. Or I can't do anything. I can't do anything to change it. Yeah, just remember this phrase. I can do nothing about it. Or what can we do about it? What can we do about it? What can we do to change it? To change it. Good, my friends. Very good. Okay, next. Calm down. And also cool down. Cool down. Stop being nervous. Stop being nervous. Relax. Calm down. Calm down. Or cool down. Relax. Everything is okay. Don't worry. Stop being nervous. Do about. Do something to change the situation. I can do nothing about it. What can we do about it? Calm down. Cool down. Stop being nervous. We also need to underline it. Calm down. Cool down. Well, what's next? Count on or rely on. When you expect someone's help or support, you can count on me. You can count on me. So you can expect my help. You can expect my support. You can count on my help. You can count on my help. Good. So what's next? Let me see. Do up. Do up. So the first meaning is repair. It's the main meaning, repair. I need to do up my room. I need to do up my room. To repair it. I need to do up my room. So it's in a bad condition. It's in, for example, it's in a very bad condition. So repair, do up. And the first meaning is fasten. Fasten. Do up the belt. Do up the belt. Or fasten the belt. Okay, my friends, very good. Very good. Next, warm up. Warm up. So it's usually about sport. So you need to warm up before the stretching exercises. You need to warm up before the stretching exercises. Do physical exercises to get warmer. So warm up, get warmer. Do something, do physical exercises to get warmer. You need to warm up before the stretching exercises. So you need to do some exercise and then you'll do stretching exercises. Count on, rely on, expect someone's help, support. You can count on me. You can count on my help. Do up, repair. I need to do up my room. It's in a very bad condition. Fasten, do up the belt or fasten the belt. Warm up, get warmer. You need to warm up before the stretching exercises. Very good, my friends. Next, set out, and also set off. It means start a journey. Start a journey. Okay? We set out very early the next day. We set out very early. We set out very early the next day. Or we set off very early the next morning. We set off very early the next morning. So we started a journey. Good. Set up. So the first meaning is start a business. Start a business or a company. He set up a very profitable business. Or he set up a very profitable company. He set up a very profitable company. And the second meaning is install. Will you set up this program? Will you set up this program? Or will you install this program? Okay, the next phrasal verb is very common, especially in modern English. Meet up. So meet shortly or for a short time. Okay, let's meet up. Let's meet up in the local cafe. Let's meet up in the local cafe. So when you want to see someone shortly, or where would you like to meet up? Where would you like to meet up? And then you can continue. Meet up for a cup of coffee or for a cup of tea. Meet up for. Where would you like to meet up for a cup of coffee? Good. Set out. And also set off. Start a journey. We set out very early the next day. We set off very early the next morning. Set up, start a business or a company. He set up a very profitable company. Install. Will you set up this program? Meet up. Meet shortly. Let's meet up in the local cafe. Where would you like to meet up for a cup of coffee? Good. Rely on. So we talked about it. It's like count on. You can rely on me. You can rely on me. Or you can trust me. You can rely on me. Okay, good. Next. Put aside. Put aside. Think it isn't important or consider it unimportant. Consider it unimportant. Put all your doubts aside. Put all your doubts aside. So think that all your doubts, all your worries, it isn't important. Consider it unimportant. Don't worry. Put all your doubts aside. Stop having doubts. Good. Very good. Next. Put away. Put away. Put it where it's usually kept. Put it where it's usually kept. Look, I put my notebook away. I put my notebook away. So where it's usually kept. For example, on the shelf. On the shelf. I put my notebook away. Or maybe on my desk. So it can be different. Rely on. Count on. You can rely on me. You can trust me. Put aside. Think it isn't important. Consider it unimportant. Put away. Put it where it's usually kept. I put my notebook away. On the shelf, for example, or on my desk. Next, put down. Put down. It's usually put something on the floor. Put something on the surface. On the surface. It's usually on the floor. I put my bag down. I put my bag down. Or I put my bag on the floor. Try out. Test. I think I'll try out my new trainers at the end of the weekend. I think I'll try out my new trainers at the end of the weekend. My new trainers or my new shoes or running shoes, trainers or maybe running shoes at the end of the weekend. So I'll test them at the end of the weekend. Hand out. Hand out. Give something for free. Give something for free. So they were handing out some leaflets. They were handing out some leaflets. Leaflets, you could say before the conference, for example. Before the conference. Some leaflets or some materials. Some materials. Or some maybe papers. Or some papers before the conference. Hand out. Yeah, with their hands. With their hands. Good. Put down. Or put something on the surface or on the floor. I put my bag down. Try out. Test. I think I'll try out my new trainers or my new running shoes at the end of the weekend. Hand out. Give something for free. They were handing out some leaflets, materials, papers before the conference. Good. Next. Hold on. Hold on. Or wait. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Or wait a second. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Or wait a minute. Okay, let's look at two more phrasal verbs here. Doze off, and nod off, They mean fall asleep suddenly. Fall asleep suddenly or unexpectedly. Suddenly, unexpectedly. I dozed off during the lesson. I dozed off. I dozed off. Yeah, of course you need double F. We talked about it. I dozed off during the lesson. It was really boring. It was really boring. Or I nodded off during the lecture. I was bored with it. I nodded off during the lecture. I nodded off during the lecture. I was really bored with it. I was really bored with it. Remember, we say bored with them. Okay, hold on, wait. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. Doze off or nod off. Fall asleep suddenly, unexpectedly. I dozed off during the lesson. It was really boring. I nodded off during the lecture. I was really bored with it. What's next? Pay off. Pay off. Pay off. When something brings you a benefit in the future. Something brings you a benefit in the future. I'm sure your hard work will pay off in the end. I'm sure your hard work will pay off in the end. Your hard work will bring you a benefit in the end or in the future. Let in, let inside. Let inside. Don't let him in. He is a stranger. Don't let him in. He is a stranger. He is a stranger. So don't let him inside or inside the house. The opposite phrasal verb is let out. Let out. So the opposite, will you let me out? Will you let me out? So the door is closed. The door is closed. Will you let me out? So out of the house. Okay, pay off. Something brings you a benefit in the future, or something will bring you. You can use future simple, will bring you a benefit in the future. I'm sure your hard work will pay off in the end. Let in or let inside. Don't let him in. He is a stranger. He's a stranger. Let out. Will you let me out? The door is closed. So start up. Start up. Start up. It's similar to set up. Set up, we say start up a company. Start up a company or a business. So he started up his company when he was 19. He started up his company when he was 19. When he was 19. All right, get through. Get through. Connect. Connect. It's usually by phone. By phone. Okay? All right, so I couldn't get through. I couldn't get through. So I couldn't connect with him. If I want to say with him, I need to add I couldn't get through to James. to. Remember, we say get through to someone. So remember this preposition. Take over, take over, take control, take control. They took over the company. They took over the company. Or they took control. They took control of the company, took over. Start up, set up a company. He started up his company when he was 19. Get through, connect, by phone. I couldn't get through. I couldn't get through to James. Take over, take control. They took over the company. Good. Get at. Get at. Suggest. What are you getting at? What are you getting at? Or what are you suggesting? Use up. Use all the, maybe all the money, all the time, all the resources. So we used up this money, or we used all this money, we used up this money. Okay, they used up these resources. They used up these resources. They used all these resources. Go off, spoil. It's about food. It's about food. The food went off. The food went off. Or the food spoiled. Get at, suggest. What are you getting at? Use up. Use all the money, time, resources. We used up this money. They used up these resources. Go off. Spoil. It's about food. The food went off, or the food spoiled. Okay, let me see. Thank you. Well, mix up. Mix up. It means confuse. Don't mix up these two words. They have a different meaning. Don't mix up these two words. They have a different meaning, or don't confuse these two words. A very interesting plan was put forward. So put forward, propose, propose, or suggest, suggest. A very interesting plan, a very interesting plan was put forward, was proposed. Shut up. It sounds rude. Yeah? It sounds rude. So it's stop talking. Stop talking. Shut up. Shut up. Like be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. Shut up. Or shut up your mouth. Shut up your mouth. Or shut your mouth up, or shut up your mouth, or we mostly hear shut up, be quiet, but it's very rude, so don't use it. mix up, confuse. Don't mix up these two words. They have a different meaning. Put forward, propose, suggest. A very interesting plan was put forward. Shut up, very rude. Stop talking. Shut up, be quiet. Shut up your mouth. Next, knock down. Knock down. Knock down. Hit. Hit by a car. Hit by a car or a bus. She was knocked down near her house. She was knocked down near her house. She was hit by a car near her house. Okay, don't confuse these two phrasal verbs, knock down and knock out. To make someone unconscious. Make someone unconscious. Just let me write this word for you. I hope that I'll do it correctly. Knock out, make someone unconscious. For example, he was knocked out during the fight. Not flight. He was knocked out. He was knocked out during the fight. He became unconscious during the fight. Next, stay up. We usually say stay up late when you go to bed later. So don't stay up late at night. You need to wake up very early. Don't stay up late at night. You need to wake up. You need to wake up very early. It means don't stay up late. Don't stay up late, so don't maybe play computer games or don't do something until maybe 1 o'clock at night or maybe 2 o'clock at night. Don't do it. Don't stay up late at night. Okay, so we have knock down, hit by a car. She was knocked down near her house. Knock out, make someone unconscious. He was knocked out during the fight. Stay up late. Go to bed later. Don't stay up late at night. You need to wake up very early. Settle down. So, settle down, live more quietly or more peacefully. Live more quietly. Or peacefully. When will he settle down? I think he needs to get married. When will he settle down? I think he needs to get married. When will he settle down? Hold back. Stop from happening. Make it stop happening. Make it stop happening. She couldn't hold back her tears. She couldn't hold back her tears. So she couldn't stop it. She couldn't stop, or she couldn't make it stop happening. She couldn't stop it. She couldn't hold back her tears. Next. So run over. run over, hit by a car, or hit by a bus, but very seriously. Very seriously. She was run over not far from her house. She was run over not far from her house. She was run over not far from her house. Settle down. Live more quietly, peacefully. When will he settle down? I think he needs to get married. Hold back. Make it stop happening. She couldn't hold back her tears. Run over. Hit by a car very seriously. She was run over not far from her house. So what's next? Run up against. Run up against. It's meet very serious, or meet serious difficulties, or meet or run up against. I ran up against very serious difficulties. I ran up against very serious difficulties. I ran up against very serious difficulties. Drop out of maybe college or university. Leave it. Or forced to leave. He dropped out of college. He dropped out of college. He was forced to leave college. Next, face up to, or face, or accept. Face up to the fact that everything has changed. Face up to the fact. Face up to the fact that everything has changed. Remember this phrase. Face up to the fact. Face up to the fact that everything has changed. Run up against. Meet serious difficulties. I ran up against very serious difficulties. Drop out of college, university. Leave. Forced to leave. He dropped out of college. Face up to. Face or accept. Face up to the fact that everything has changed. Or face up to the reality. Face up to the reality. Accept. Accept it. Accept the reality. Give off. Give off. Produce. Produce a smell. It gives off a very unpleasant smell. It gives off a very unpleasant smell. Read out. Read out. Read aloud. Aloud or read louder. Can you read it aloud? Can you read it aloud? Or can you read it louder so that I can hear it? Flick through. I flicked through the last lesson. I flicked through. It's like look through. You can say look through or flick through, but it means very quickly. Very quickly. So you have no time, maybe you're busy or you don't want it. I flicked through the last lesson, or I flicked through this document. I've looked through this maybe document, maybe article, and so on. Alright, my friends, so you see, give off, produce a smell. It gives off a very unpleasant smell. Read out, read aloud, read louder. Can you read it aloud? Flick through. Look through very quickly. I've looked through the last lesson. I've looked through this document. I've looked through this article. Grow out of. Grow out of. Look. I grew out of these clothes. I grew out of these clothes. Someone's clothes become too small. Someone's clothes become too small. I grew out of these clothes. They are too small for me. They are too small for me. Take a bag. Take a bag. We usually see, taken aback. Taken aback. Be taken aback. Be very surprised. Very surprised. Be very surprised. I passed the most difficult exam in my life. I was taken aback. Or I was taken aback. I was taken aback. I passed the most difficult exam in my life. I was taken aback. I was so surprised. Show off. Show off when someone wants to attract other people's attention. Someone wants to attract other people's attention. Children like showing off. Children like showing off. They like attracting other people's attention. Grow out of. Someone's clothes become too small. I grew out of these clothes. Be taken aback. Be very surprised. I was taken aback. I passed the most difficult exam in my life. Show off. Someone wants to attract other people's attention. Children like showing off. Help out. Help out. Help someone, and it's usually financially. His parents have always helped him out. His parents have always helped him out, or his parents have always helped him financially. End up, we say end up doing something. And I end up doing something. They ended up quarreling. They ended up quarreling. Quarrel. Quarreling. They ended up quarreling. So they had a disagreement. They had an argument. They had an argument. Or they had a disagreement. Be the end of something. Disagreement. Be the end. Be the end. be the end of something. So they ended up quarreling. So that an argument or a disagreement was the end of it. Or you say end in something. You say end up doing something, but end in something. Their marriage ended in divorce. Their marriage ended in divorce. Help out. Help someone financially. His parents have always helped him out. End up doing something. Be the end of something. They ended up quarreling. Had an argument. Had a disagreement. End in something is also be the end of something. End in something. Their marriage ended in divorce. Sell out. Sell out. Sell something completely. Sell something completely. They sold out these kind of goods. They sold out these kind of goods. So they sold these kind of goods completely. Note down. It's like write down, note down or write down. This expression is new for me. I like to note it down. This expression is new for me. I'd like to note it down. This expression is new for me. I'd like to note it down. And sum up. When you give a summary. When you give a summary. When you say something in conclusion. To sum up, or it means finally, or in conclusion. To sum up, I managed to do it. I managed to do it. Or I could do it. Okay, very good. So you see, sell out, sell something completely. They sold out this kind of goods. Note down or write down. This expression is new for me. I'd like to note it down. Sum up. When you give a summary. To sum up, I managed to do it. Finally, or in conclusion, I managed to do it. Or I could do it. Very good. So, next, go by. Pass. We all know that time goes by so quickly. We all know that time goes by so quickly. We all know that time passes very quickly, really, you know, time flies. Fall out. Fall out with. Quarrel. Quarrel. Have a disagreement. Have a disagreement or have an argument. Remember this expression, have an argument. Have an argument or have a disagreement. So the opposite phrasal verbs, yeah, if you need them, so you can actually have a look at them in the first part. So it's get on with or also get along with. Get along with, get on with or get along with if you have good relations or if you have perfect relations. So if it isn't so, you have a disagreement or you have an argument. So you need to use this expression fall out with. And I have a question for you. Do you often fall out with your relatives? So do you often fall out with your relatives? You can say, no, I get along well with them. No, No, I get along or I get on well with them. Yeah, we talked about this expression in the first part. Alright, my friends, next, so finish off. It means finish the last part. The last part. For example, I want to tell you just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'll finish it off soon. Just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. I'll finish it off soon. It means that I just need to finish the last part and I need no more than 5 minutes. Actually, you see, it's the end. It's the end of my work. Okay, go by, pass. We all know that time goes by so quickly. Fall out with, quarrel, have a disagreement, have an argument. Opposite, get on with, get along with. Do you often fall out with your relatives? No, I get on well with them. Finish off, finish the last part. Just 5 minutes. I'll finish it off soon. Good. Come on, come on. I really like this phrasal verb. It has two main meanings. The first meaning is that you need to hurry up. So come on, come on, come on. We can be late. We can be late means hurry up. Yeah, hurry up. Do it more quickly. Do it more quickly. And the next meaning of come on, you know, it just don't worry, relax. Relax. Relax or don't worry. Relax. Don't worry. So when you want to encourage someone, when you want, my friend, to encourage, when you want to encourage someone, come on, come on. Why do you think it's the end of the world? Why do you think? Why do you think it's the end of the world? So really, why do you think that this situation is so bad? So, no, my friend, come on, relax, take it easy, or cool down, calm down. We talked about it. Alright, my friends, next, run into, meet someone unexpectedly. Meet someone unexpectedly. I ran into him yesterday. I ran into him, or you can say I ran into him in the nearest supermarket. In the nearest supermarket. And you can add, if you want, you can say yesterday supermarket. Okay? I met him unexpectedly, or you can say accidentally. Accidentally, or you can use this expression by accident. By accident. Okay, very good. And so one more phrasal verb, get across. Get across an idea. Usually an idea, it means explain. Explain. I can't get this idea across. I can't get this idea across. Or I can't explain this idea. Or maybe I want to ask you, can you get your idea across? Can you get your idea across? Can you explain your idea? So what do you want to say? Good, very good. So you see, come on, hurry up. Yeah, the first meaning, come on, we can be late. Relax, don't worry. When you want to encourage someone, encourage, say very positive and good things. Come on, why do you think it's the end of the world? Run into, meet someone unexpectedly. accidentally, by accident. I ran into him in the nearest supermarket yesterday. And get across, usually get across an idea. Explain. I can't get this idea across. Can you get your idea across? All right, my friends, very good, well done. So the next phrasal verb, so put across or get across. So actually, it's the same, my friend. You can use put across or get across. Okay, but just one small thing. So as you have noticed, or as you've noticed, finish off, and yeah, we need to correct it again. Okay, my friends, I hope that this lesson is extremely useful and interesting. So put across, really, actually it has the same meaning. So he can't put his ideas across. He can't put his ideas across, or he can't explain his ideas. Pass away, die. He passed away last year. He passed away last year. He died last year. Live up to, worse than you expected. Okay, you can say, it didn't live up to my expectations. It didn't live up to my expectations. So it's worse than, yeah, I want to say than, it's worse than I expected. It didn't live up to my expectations. Or you can say that the quality of that course, not of this course, yeah, this course is brilliant, the quality of that course, and then you can use this phrase, didn't live up to my expectations. It means that you wanted much more, you expected much more, you were waiting for much more things and much better things. Yeah, you aren't satisfied. So you can say, it didn't live up to my expectations, or I'm not satisfied with it at all. No satisfaction, no happiness. So, can you get your idea across? Put across or get across? He can't put his ideas across. Pass away or die. He passed away last year. Live up to, worse than you expected. It didn't live up to my expectations. The quality of that course didn't live up to my expectations. Okay? Print out, produce a copy from a printer, produce a copy from a printer. Just when you use your printer, okay, I need to print out these materials. I need to print out. I need to print out these materials. Okay, materials. Or I need to print out these documents, and so on. Print out, or print it out, print it out, print it out. So we put it in the middle. I'll print it out. I'll print it out for you. Thank you. And I'll print it out for you. Buy up, buy completely, buy something completely, or fully. They bought up the salt. They bought up the salt. They bought all the salt completely. Hang on, it's like hold on. It's like hold on. It has a meaning of wait. Hang on a moment. Hang on a moment. Or hang on a second, and so on. Print out, produce a copy from a printer. I need to print out these materials. I need to print out these documents. Print it out. I'll print it out for you. Buy up, buy something completely. They bought up the salt. Hang on, hold on, wait, hang on a moment. Very good. Bump into. We talked about run into, so you can use bump into or run into. Meet someone unexpectedly, when you don't expect it. So I bumped into him in the shop. I bumped into him in the shop. In the shop. Or in the shop, you know. In the shop, you know. Or in a shop, it's also possible to I bumped into him in a shop, or I bumped into him in the shop, or I bumped into him in the shop, you know. Take in. Take in. Do you know the meaning of this phrasal verb? Take in. It means, what does it mean? It means deceive. Deceive. When other people tell you a lie. Other people tell you a lie. So he was taken in. He was taken in. He lost all his money. He lost all his money. He was taken in, or he was deceived. Other people told him a lie. They did bad things to him. He was taken in. Or maybe, you know, my friends, as for me, I'm so naive. I'm so naive. I'm often taken in. I'm often taken in. Yeah, but I trust people. I trust people. I trust people, yeah? I'm often taken in, but I trust people. So maybe, yeah, maybe I need to be more careful. Maybe I need to be more careful. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. So as for me, I'm so naive. I'm often taken in, I'm often deceived by, but I trust people. Maybe I need to be more careful. And stop. And do what? And stop trusting strangers. Maybe this thing, maybe it will help me. All right, my friend. Very good. So block out. Block out. So it's usually about trees. Like block the view. Block the view. It's about trees. It's about trees. The tree blocked out the sun. The tree blocked out the sun, or the tree blocked out the light. Okay, very good. So bump into or run into, meet someone unexpectedly. I bumped into him in the shop, you know. Take in, deceive, other people tell you a lie. He was taken in, he lost all his money. As for me, I'm so naive. I'm often taken in, but I trust people. Maybe I need to be more careful and stop trusting strangers. Block out. Block the view. about trees. We often use it about trees. So the tree blocked out the sun. The tree blocked out the light. Next, breathe in. Breathe in. So put air inside. Put air inside. It's like breathe in, and next you do what? Breathe out. So breathe in, breathe out. I heard one song, and actually there were these words: breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So you see, breathe in, breathe out. Yeah, I heard it in one song and in another kind of context. So breathe in, breathe out. So put air inside and breathe out is the opposite phrasal verb. Okay, so next, come up against. Come up against. It's similar to run up against. Run up against. It's usually about difficulties, about difficult situations. So I came up against so many difficulties on my way. I came up against so many difficulties on my way, or I ran up against so many difficulties on my way. Breathe in, put air inside, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Come up against. Run up against difficulties. You see, I came up against so many difficulties on my way. Consist of. So some people think that it's a phrasal verb, consist of, or there are. I can tell you that this presentation consists of, for example, 20 slides. This presentation consists of 20 slides. Consists of, or it means there are 20 slides. Where? In this presentation. There are 20 slides in this presentation. Or maybe you're reading a book and you can say that there are 10 chapters in this book. There are 10 chapters, or this book consists of 10 chapters. This book consists of 10 chapters. Bring about, cause, usually some changes, some bring about or cause some changes. So this new policy will definitely bring about serious changes in our society. This new policy will definitely bring about serious changes. Bring about serious changes. Serious changes in our society, or will cause serious changes, or serious changes will happen. Break off, stop. We say break off communication, break off relations, So they broke off communication. They broke off communication. they stopped communicating, or they broke off communication, or let me give you one more example. They broke off what? What else can you say? They broke off maybe what? Diplomatic relations. Diplomatic relations. They may be the two countries. Okay, I'll wrote it for you. If we have space, I hope so. The two countries. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I was worried about it. Okay, the two countries so broke off diplomatic relations. Okay, so they broke off, or the two countries broke off diplomatic relations, or they broke off communication. Consist of. This presentation consists of 20 slides. There are 20 slides in this presentation. The book consists of 10 chapters. Remember, consist of. We need to use this preposition. Or there are 10 chapters in this book. Bring about or cause some changes. So this new policy will definitely bring about serious changes in our society. And look, we pronounce it like one expression, not, look, the incorrect pronunciation will be incorrect or wrong. This new policy will definitely bring about serious changes. No, my friends. Like one expression, bring about will definitely bring about. Bring about one expression will bring about serious changes in our society. Break off communication relations. They break off communication. They broke off diplomatic relations. So deal with. So it can mean communicate. I deal with very important clients. Or we also call them customers. I deal with very important clients. And it's the first meaning, communicate. But you know that deal with has one more meaning. It means do something to take an action. Do something to take an action. The government should deal with this problem immediately. The government should deal with this problem not in the future, not later, but immediately. The government should deal with this problem immediately. Well, we also need to talk about the following phrasal verbs. Dress up. So it can mean wear formal clothes. And the opposite phrasal verb, dress down. So wear informal clothes. Do you often dress up at work? Or do you often have to dress up at work? Do you dress down on Fridays? Do you dress down on Fridays? So, do you wear informal clothes on Fridays? And as for dress up, it can mean put on some clothes for fun. Put on, yeah, just one P. Put on clothes, or put on some clothes for fun. Is the second meaning. So, and I want to give you one example, if you don't mind. So children like dressing up. Children like dressing up. They like to put on something, yeah? They like, yeah, to look funny. Deal with, communicate. I deal with very important clients, customers. Do something, yeah, the first meaning, communicate. Do something to take an action. The government should deal with this problem immediately. Dress up, wear formal clothes. Dress down, wear informal clothes. Do you often have to dress up at work? Do you dress down on Fridays? Dress up, put on some clothes for fun. Children like dressing up. Okay, let's talk about be over. Be over, it's finish. It's usually about a game, lesson. And the idea is that we use present simple. Okay? So the lesson is over. And I remember my lessons at school, and our teacher always told us, yeah, at the end of the lesson is over. And we say, yeah, let's go. The lesson is over. So the lesson finished. Right. So you use past simple, yeah, the lesson finished, but you need to use present simple. The lesson is over. It means that the lesson finished. Or the game is over. The game is over. Or shortly, you can meet, maybe, game over. It's shortly. It means that the game is over. The game finished, my friend. So, well, base on. So this story is based on real facts. This story is based on real facts. So base on. So we often use it in passive voice, base on. So there is a basis. Or there is a foundation. Basis. This story is based on real facts, and we often use it in passive voice. Like here. Alright, so one more phrasal verb here. Back up. It can mean save. I'll back up this file. It's the first meaning. And the second meaning, support. Will you back up this moment? Will you? So it's a question. Will you back up? Will you back up this movement? Will you back up this moment? Will you support this movement? Okay, you see, children like dressing up. Be over. So finish, it's about a game or a lesson. Present simple. The lesson is over. The lesson finished. The game is over. Game over. Base on, basis, foundation, passive voice. This story is based on real facts. Back up. You see, back up and base on. Back up, save. I'll be back. I'll be back. Yeah, it's from another actually slide. Just I remembered. I'll be back. We often hear it in songs, but the pronunciation is similar. Back. I'll be back. I'll back up this file. Support. Will you back up this movement? Will you support this movement? Brush up. I like this phrasal verb because it's connected with languages. Brush up on. I need to brush up on my English before I go to the United States. I need to brush up on my English before, okay, I do it, just maybe my keyboard isn't working properly. So I need to brush up on my English before going to the United States. So I need to remember English, brush up on my English, to remember, or I need to refresh my knowledge. I need to make my knowledge fresh again, fresh. Yeah, I need to brush up on my English before going to the United States. Or maybe you can say I need to brush up on my French, if you know French, before going to France. Or maybe I need to brush up on my Spanish before going to Spain, or maybe not Spain, maybe Latin America. Okay, so you understand, we use it with languages when you need to refresh your knowledge. Pass out, become unconscious, Yeah, we need to spell it correctly. You know, it's similar to knock out. He passed out at the end of the day. He passed out at the end of the day. He had been eating for 12 hours, let's say. He hadn't been eating for 12 hours. Or maybe, let's say, not just 12, or for more than 12 hours. Okay, my friends, you understand the idea. So, become unconscious when you fall. So, you understand, and you fall suddenly. Good. So, go through, study something quickly, Well, I'd like to go through the next phrasal verbs. I'd like to go through the next phrasal verbs. Or I'd like to go through the next phrasal verbs. I'd like to go through the next, maybe, topics. You see, I'd like to study it very quickly, just some basic information. Okay, so brush up on, remember, refresh my knowledge. I need to brush up on my English, French, Spanish before going to the United States, France, Spain, Latin America. You just need to remember that we use there before United, and we pronounce it as the United States, the United Kingdom, but we don't put there, normally we don't put there before a country like here, France, Spain, Latin America, and so on. Pass out, become unconscious. He passed out at the end of the day. Hadn't been eating for more than 12 hours. Really, he was so hungry. Go through, study quickly. I like to go through the next phrasal verbs. I like to go through the next topics. So, cut down on. Cut down on. Reduce. I need to cut down on chocolate. I need to cut down on chocolate. Really, sometimes I think so. I need to cut down on chocolate, so I'm overweight. And yeah, I need to be in a good shape. I need to get fit. So I need to cut down on chocolate. Find out. Find out. Discover. Discover. Find out or discover. Will they be able to find out the whole truth? Will they be able? Will they be able to find out the whole truth? Who knows? Who knows? Find out or to discover the whole or all the truth. Carry on or go on, carry on doing it, carry on doing it. Carry on, you can say carry on recording new lessons, carry on recording new lessons, or go on recording new lessons. Go on, carry on doing, we use ing. Cut down on, reduce. I need to cut down on chocolate. Find out, discover. Will they be able to find out the whole truth? Who knows? Carry on. Or go on, carry on doing it, carry on recording new lessons. Break up. Break up. Or there is a similar phrasal verb, it's called split up, which means separate, separate, to stop a relation, stop a relation, a romantic relation. So unfortunately, his parents broke up. Unfortunately, his parents broke up, or his parents separated, or they split up. They split up. They broke up or they split up, so you can say they separated. Put up with, tolerate. Tolerate. I can't put up. I can't put up with this situation. I can't tolerate. It means that it's too much for you. It's too much and you want to change it. It's too much. You hate it. I can't put up with this situation. It's, it's such an awful situation. You can add, it's such an awful. It's such an awful situation. I can't put up with this situation. So you see, break up, also split up, separate, stop a relation, or end a relation. Unfortunately, his parents broke up. They split up. Split, split, split. Put up with, tolerate, when it's too much for you, when you don't want to happen it any longer. I can't put up with this situation. It's such an awful situation. Yeah, and one more phrasal verb, and I think that you don't know its meaning, but if you know the meaning of this phrasal verb, it's great. Account for, explain. How can you account for these sudden changes? Or how can you account for these sudden changes? or how can you account for this new policy? How can you account for this new policy? How can you explain it? Account for, explain. How can you account for these sudden changes? How can you account for this new policy? Okay, my friends, we did it. Let's celebrate it. We did it. Okay, so you see, it was a fantastic course. Just the second part, 130 phrasal verbs in English grammar. We started, just with this part, with the first part, 70 phrasal verb. It was level 1, but then we decided to choose more difficult, more interesting phrasal verbs as well. But I believe that both these parts, so the first part and the second part, so I need to correct it if I'm mistaken. Yes, I need to correct it. You see that in fact we studied more than 130. We studied 135 phrasal verbs, as you see. You can check it and see. So in total 205. But we focus not on the quantity. First of all, we focus primarily on the quality. Of course, you just can read the explanations and the meanings of these phrasal verbs maybe in 10 minutes, in 15 minutes. The question is, will it be effective? Okay, my friends, thank you. Thanks a lot for your support, for sharing. And I wish you good luck. Have a nice day and enjoy watching this video course and our other courses we have. Thank you, my friends, and I really hope that everything is okay and you are in a good mood, you're full of energy and you're ready to continue. Thank you, my friends. Good luck. Bye-bye.